Are you planning to relocate to Germany, maybe for work, study, or to join your partner? If so, you might be wondering, do I really need to speak German before I go? Can I get by with just English? What should I learn first if I'm short on time? These are very common questions, and today's video is here to give you real, honest answers, plus some practical tips to make your transition smoother. Whether you're moving to Berlin, Munich, Hamburg, or a smaller town, this video will help you understand how much German you actually need, what to focus on at first, and how to set yourself up for success even if you're starting from scratch and you have limited time. If you're new here, hello and herzlich willkommen. I'm Salome, a native German teacher and the founder of the German Fluency Academy, where I help expats go from zero knowledge to confident and conversational in German. So if you are moving to Germany, Switzerland, or Austria and want to learn German but don't know where to start, my free beginner workshop is the perfect place to get a clear roadmap. The link is in the description box below. Alright, let's get into the most common language questions expats have when moving to Germany. Do you need to learn German before you move? Let's be honest, moving countries is already a big deal. When you're juggling housing, paperwork, job contracts, and packing, learning a whole new language might feel like the last thing you have time for. So, should you learn German before you arrive? So here's the truth. If you're moving to a big international city like Berlin, Frankfurt, or Hamburg, you can get by with English at first. Many people, especially in tech, universities, and tourism, speak at least conversational English. In younger urban environments, it's even more common. But whether or not you need to learn German really depends on the kind of life you want to build here. If your goal is to stay in an expat bubble and just get by, English might be enough. But if you know you're going to stay here long term and you want real independence, more career options, deeper relationships, and the confidence to fully integrate into daily life, then learning German becomes essential. And make no mistake, you will eventually hit a wall, because as soon as you step into real life, like opening a bank account, visiting a doctor, dealing with local authorities, reading letters from your landlord, you'll quickly see just how much German matters. These systems are built in German, and they expect you to understand at least the basics. If you're moving to a smaller city or rural area, the need is even greater. English becomes much less common outside major urban centers. Not learning German can limit your life here. You may find yourself restricted to certain jobs, excluded from deeper conversations, and always needing someone else to help with official tasks. It can make you feel like a visitor in your own home. On the other hand, even a basic grasp of German can make a huge difference. It helps you feel more confident and less anxious in daily situations, be seen as respectful and proactive by locals, start building genuine relationships, unlock job opportunities and career paths that are otherwise closed off. So no, you don't need to be fluent before you arrive, but yes, investing a little time in the basics now can make your transition so much smoother, your experience richer, and your future in German much more open. So what should you focus on first? If you only have a few weeks or hours here and there before the move, don't waste time trying to learn every single grammar rule. Focus on functionality and practicality, the German you'll actually use in real life. So here's what I recommend. Start with basic phrases like Ich heiße, können Sie mir bitte helfen? Ich spreche nur ein bisschen Deutsch. These are simple but yet super helpful to make your first steps in a German-speaking environment. Then, of course, daily interactions. Focus on things like ordering foods and drinks. Zum Beispiel, ich hätte gern einen Kaffee. Ich hätte gern eine Brezel. Or whatever it is that you want. Or for shopping, for example, like, was kostet das? Was kostet das? In fact, I've put together a free lesson with 100 essential phrases, including a free guide that are perfect for expats moving to German. You can download it in the description box below. Can you get by with just English? This is a very common question, and the answer is yes. But you'll be limited. You might find people who speak English in shops, cafes, and co-working spaces, especially in larger cities. But there will be plenty of situations where English simply isn't an option, like reading and responding to official letters, making a phone call to a landlord or doctor, navigating systems like insurance, taxes, or school registrations, and even more importantly, language is connection. If you stay in the English bubble, you'll probably miss out on deeper relationships and local culture. Learning even a little German helps you join casual conversations at work, feel more included in your neighborhood, build real friendships with locals, and understand what's happening at the Elternabend if you do raise kids in Germany. So your German doesn't need to be perfect, you just need to be open and willing to try if you want to feel connected and make this your home. What's the best way to learn when you're busy? You're probably thinking, okay, I got it now, but I don't have time to sit down for hours and hours every single day. Well, here's the good news. You don't have to. What you need is a realistic, sustainable way to build your skills. And here's what I suggest. Number one, start small, but be consistent. Even 10 to 15 minutes a day can make a huge difference. And if you don't know how or what to start with, my free beginners workshop is a great place to get an idea of what is important to learn German effectively. You'll walk away with a clear roadmap, so I highly recommend checking that out. The link to register for free is in the description box below. Number two, focus on speaking early. Don't wait until you know more. Start using what you learn right away, even if it's just a few words. And number three, use your move as a motivation. You have a real reason to learn, so let that keep you curious and engaged. Moving to Germany or Switzerland or Austria is exciting, but it can also feel overwhelming. And when it comes to the language, you don't need to do everything at once. Here's what matters. Learn just enough to feel confident in basic situations. Practice speaking a little bit each day and be patient with yourself. I know this is easier said than done. I've been through it myself, but you are adjusting to a whole new country, so give yourself a little bit of grace. And most importantly, stay open, consistent, and kind to yourself. If you want a simple beginner-friendly roadmap for learning German with guidance, structure, and support, I'd love to invite you to my free taste the lesson for beginners. It's the best way to start building real-world German skills before and after your move. The link is in the description box, along with my free 100 phrases guide to get you speaking from day one. Now, I hope you have more clarity now on how you're going to approach this. At the end of the day, it all comes down to what I mentioned earlier, what kind of life you want to have here, how long you're going to stay, and ultimately how deep you want to make connections here as well. I'll be back next week with another lesson for you guys. Das ist alles für heute. Vielen Dank fürs Zuschauen und bis zum nächsten Mal. Tschüss!